This is Jake Hodges, owner and head craftsman over at Hodges Custom Kydex. Today we're going to do a little overview, review, and durability test on our two most popular holsters, our inside the waistband featured on the left and our outside the waistband featured on the right. Before we go any further, let's do a safety check on both the weapons on the table. There is no mag. The chamber is clear. Empty mag. Clear chamber. Both are clear. So, let's get started. On our right, we'll start off with our outside the waistband holster and put the little Glock 42 on the side. Let's see, well, basically it's kind of a self-explanatory system. Obviously, this is a Glock. This is a Glock 19 outside the waistband holster in black. This has a half sweat guard on it. A sweat guard is when the Kydex runs up the back side of the gun, which is also the side touching your body. Many people say, oh, you should always go for a full sweat guard. We don't recommend a full sweat guard. We recommend a half sweat guard, because if you draw the weapon, you will see you are left with the sweat guard, and this will be digging into your skin. So if you have a full, it will be kind of painful. If you have none, obviously it won't be sticking into your belly at all. But if you go with half, which again, this is what we recommend, when you have the gun in it, the gun is not rubbing against you, so if it's cold or hot out, most of the time it's worse when it's cold, you won't have this digging into you. Now, the upside of the half sweat guard is when you do draw the gun, you don't have much digging into you, and when you are going back to reholster the weapon, the sweat guard pretty much guides the pistol right back into the holster. Now, the upside to carrying a Kydex holster outside the waistband is how close the holster rides on the belt. Later on in the video, we will show you how close and how you can get away with actually carrying concealed with an outside the waistband holster. So this is pretty much just a little overview of the outside the waistband holster. You can notice how the holster will not fall out, and we will look more into this ahead in the video. These holsters, as you can hear, do click into the holsters very nicely. The Kydex is, each Kydex holster is molded by myself, and the, I guess you could say, aerodynamics behind it is when you have two halves of a same holster, weapon, the gun, when going into the holster, is pretty much separating the two pieces of Kydex until it finds the pressure points where it clicks. And when it clicks, that's what allows the gun to be securely in the holster, and also it also allows you to draw the weapon smoothly as well. So again, this is for a Glock 19 right side carry outside the waistband holster in black. We'll put this aside and we'll bring out our number one seller, the inside the waistband, and this one happens to be for a Glock 42, which is the new baby Glock 380, and this has been a very popular model, at least holster wise. This is our inside the waistband, and this happens to be our rapid clip, which is our number one seller. This is for 1 3/4 inch belts, and this one offers no sweat guard. And the reason why we are showing this model with no sweat guard is if you prefer to carry appendix carry, then this is what we recommend. That way, when you draw the weapon, there's nothing digging into your skin at all. But if so, you can gladly order a half sweat guard or a full sweat guard for the inside the waistband series as well, and basically has the same sort of aerodynamics of the outside the waistband holster. Just the key thing is, instead of putting two pieces of Kydex together, this one offers one piece of Kydex, and we call it in the holster maker world a taco. We call it a taco because since it is just one piece of Kydex, it basically just wraps around the holster, and it is put together with an eyelet, as you can see here. So basically that's pretty much it. This is our rapid clip. We do offer standard clips which allow you to tuck in the holster. Many people have to tuck in their shirt for work if they are allowed to carry, and they're allowed to get away with that. So yeah, and again, we will take a look closer into the how to carry and how these carry on the belt later in the video. So here's another shot of both of our holsters. Most popularly selling, again, the outside the waistband on the right and the inside the waistband on the left. Now, these are as simple as you can get with our holsters. We are the first to offer custom Kydex, and what I mean by custom Kydex is the Kydex itself. We have teamed up with R2R Solutions, www.r2rsolutions.com, which does all of our custom Kydex. And as you can see here, here's an example, and here is another example. On the top left is our American flag, and the bottom right is the Texas flag. This is just two of the many we have. We have the Gaston flag, we have camouflage American flags in many different options. We have digital camos, we have all the Cryptech patterns as well. So head over to our site, www.hodgescustomkydex.com, and you can see all of our patterns and all the gun models we offer there. We are constantly adding new colors, and we are constantly adding new gun models. So if you don't see a color you want, or you don't see a gun model you want, shoot us an email at gunlife2a@gmail.com. GUNLIFA 2a as in Adam @gmail.com. Or you can visit our website and just email us through our contact us page on the website. Real quick, I'm just going to answer some of our frequently asked questions that we get. First, we'll start off basically, what is Kydex? Well, Kydex is a thermoplastic acrylic polyvinyl chloride material. It's essentially a sheet of heavy-duty, somewhat flexible, very durable plastic which, when heated, softens up like a slice of cheese pretty much. Once in a cheese state, it can be placed on top of objects, pressed to create holsters, sheaths, carriers, and more. Kydex is used increasingly in a variety of industries such as hospitals, aircraft, and mass transit interiors, and is used also in the defense industry. Why a Kydex holster? Why should you go with Kydex and not leather? As we all know, leather has been around in the gun industry for many, many years. One thing there's a lot of in the industry is a lot of plastic holsters such as Black Hawk and Phobos. And I mean, those are great holsters, but they are not nearly as durable as Kydex holsters. Leather holsters, nylon holsters, in the waistband holsters, shirts with integrated holsters, drop leg holsters, duty holsters, and of course Kydex holsters. But what makes a Kydex holster better than an injected molded commercial holster such as Black Hawk? Many things. They're usually more concealable, more durable, in some ways waterproof, have more consistent retention, come in a variety of colors, and usually lighter in weight. And Kydex is more customizable. You're more likely to find a company willing to make a Kydex holster for your unconventional weapon system, or weapon system combinations like weapons with flashlight or taser attachments. Laser attachments. And then there's a color, which many holster companies offer colors, and in our case we offer many upgraded patterns like the American flags and camouflages as well. Another question we get asked a lot is, will Kydex scratch my gun? All holsters, no matter who made them, or how much they cost, or what they're made of, will wear your gun's finish. Not scratch your finish, but wear your finish. Kydex will rather quickly wear the finish, but only on the areas where the holster is molded to actually contact the gun. This wear is self-limiting. It'll wear so far and not much more. It's common to see guns carried in Kydex that are worn to bare metal on contact points, but the rest of the gun looks like new. Kydex can be easily washed off with hot soapy water to clean it. Leather will wear a little slower, but since leather stretches and flexes, it'll make more and more contact over a much larger area, and that will wear more and more of the finish over the entire gun. On guns carried in leather, the finish will be worn brighter on edges, and the rest of the finish will be wearing thin. Leather can't be easily cleaned, and the inside will allow dirt and grit to be embedded in the soft leather surface. That grit will wear and scratch the gun. As above, if you don't want any wear marks on the gun, simply leave your gun in the safe and never place it in a holster at all. This was again the tabletop review of our holsters, and we will, following this part of the video, we will have durability tests and to see how the holsters ride on the belt and concealed. Thanks for tuning in, and stay tuned for the other parts of this video. We're looking at how the retention points are on the holster, and you can see you can shake it upside down and the gun will not fall out. This is extremely good because if you're running and gunning, if you are doing jumping jacks, if you're hanging upside down, any sort of unexpected or not normal daily activities, you can trust your gun not to fall out. Again, you can see, you can just keep shaking it and shaking it and shaking it, and the gun will not fall out of this holster. And I mean, I only make these trust. You have to trust your holster with your life if you're going to protect your family, and you can definitely trust a Hodges Custom Kydex holster. This is the Glock 42 inside the waistband holster, how it rides on the belt. You can notice the rapid clip just hugs the belt, and then when you're ready to take it off, take the holster off, stick it right back in, same thing. Make sure it's lapping over your belt. This is how the holster rides. There's no printing whatsoever. It comfortably hugs your body, so when you're walking, you don't have to worry about the gun moving at all. You don't have to worry about touching, making sure it's still there. It just hugs your body very nicely. This is just a normal t-shirt. You can use a collared shirt. You can use even a tank top. These ride very close, and you don't have to worry about any printing. The gun is nice and secure inside the waistband, and the retention's great. You can be jumping up and down, not have to worry about anything, yet your gun's ready at any time's moment. Best part is like many leather holsters, you'd have to take out the whole holster to put the gun back in the holster and back in your waistband. You can just slide the holster right back in, and you're good to go. You can see just how close the holster actually rides to the body, allowing for a normal walk. You don't have to go around the holster as many people have to. The retention is still on point. The holster comes with the you get to choose what clips you want when it comes to the size. That way your holster, as you can see, doesn't move. The gun comes out, but your holster doesn't have to come up with the gun as you're drawing. You're looking at it again, how close the holster rides to the body, and the number one upside of having Kydex outside the waistband is many people don't think they can get away with carrying outside the waistband with these on, but as you can see here, you can get away with carrying outside the waistband Glock 19. I've seen people get away with carrying a full-size Glock 17, and it just makes it nice and easy, a lot more of a comfortable carry. And again, your gun's not going anywhere. You're ready at a moment's notice. You got your gun ready to go. Just right back in, and you're good to go. Thanks for tuning in. Check out our website, www.hodgescustomkydex.com, and you can check out all of our holsters, colors, patterns, and all of our products. If you have any questions, just visit our website and go to the Contact Us section and just shoot me an email with any of your questions. Thanks.